What's good, ladies and gents? Welcome back to MKO Boxing, aka MKO Pugilism, where we talk all things boxing. Remember to like and subscribe on YouTube, follow on TikTok, all that good stuff. So, anyway, let's get into this. So, earlier in the week, I'm a bit late to the party on this one, but a few days ago now, we had the press conference for Tyson Fury versus Oleksander. What am I talking about? Oleksander Usyk versus Tyson Fury, the rematch now. And yeah, the press conference, nothing much was really said, to be honest with you. It was one of these press conferences where, Tyson Fury wasn't doing anything too crazy, wasn't pulling any antics or tricks. And Usyk, because of his lack of English, and he normally doesn't say much anyway. So it was one of these press conferences where the interesting things were, the following, I'd say. First of all, sort of what Usyk wore, and then also certain things that Usyk said, which were quite cryptic. Usyk used a bit of cryptic language in there. Sorry about the lights. He said very little. He was asked about, was he surprised by anything with Tyson Fury? And he said, yes, I was surprised. Many things with Tyson Fury, I was surprised. And then Dev Sani, tried to get him to elaborate, and he said, I don't remember what I learned. And then Tyson Fury later on in the press conference sort of said the same thing, that I don't remember anything either. He also had moments where Tyson Fury was asked questions and he just said, well, I'm not going to need to adjust much. I'm not going to blame anybody. I've got the same team, and etc., etc. It was short. It was like a battle of the short answers. Usyk giving short answers. Tyson Fury responded with short answers. It was quite interesting, the outfit that Usyk wore. He wore like a very nice suit, sort of black suit, white shirt, and a red tie. He dressed up like Agent 47 from Hitman, which Hitman is a game that was... I think I played it on PlayStation. It came out many years ago. It was adapted into a film, some years ago now. And it's an interesting film. Yeah, I think it kind of suits Usyk because based on the run Usyk's had, undisputed cruiserweight champion, took everyone out at cruiserweight, undisputed heavyweight champion, taken everybody out at heavyweight. So he kind of is a hitman of sorts because he's taken out everyone pretty much, and this is just a rematch of that. So he kind of suits it. But he wore that, and he, in what was kind of I guess you could call it a mind game, he brought out a briefcase, and Dev Sani, as he's a clever dude. He likes to sort of get some banter. He doesn't like dead air, and I can understand why. It's a press conference, and he asked Usyk, well, what's in your suitcase? What's in your briefcase? And Usyk was a bit coy, and then he eventually opened the briefcase, and it was a picture of him landing that lovely left hand where he hurt Tyson Fury, I think in the ninth round of the first fight, and that was what he was carrying. I think he had 2 copies of that picture, quite large, probably A5 or whatever, or some large size, maybe A3 size, posters where he's landing that left hand on Fury. He then took the photos over to Fury. He showed it to the camera and said to Tyson Fury, "You will sign. You sign." And he got Tyson Fury to sign a picture of him taking that left hand off of Oleksander Usyk. So yeah, that was a bit of a weird one, and it's one of these things. The undercard one was quite interesting. You had Isaac Lowe running his mouth. You had Dennis McCann and, their opponents and stuff going back and forth. But there was no real dramas. Fury and Usyk were sort of solemn, quite respectful. There may have been a few mind games that we missed in there. But overall, I think the outfit of Usyk and, he showed a bit of humor, a bit of character in there. And, Tyson Fury, to be honest, you could argue Tyson Fury showed a bit of humility in this press conference. He wasn't too braggadocious. He was confident within himself, and so some people say he looked scared, but I think he was quite confident. He was quite matter of fact, and admits that he made mistakes, and he showed off a little bit too much, and there's little things he needs to change, and if he changes those things, then he's going to be all right. So yeah, it's just it was an interesting press conference. No real dramas there, but you could say maybe Usyk's trying to play a few mind games there with the Hitman outfit, and the pictures, and getting Fury to sign the pictures. Maybe he's playing a few mind games there, but to Fury's credit, he played along with it. He was a good sport. He signed the pictures for Usyk and stuff. So yeah, it was interesting press conference. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on this. I don't know whether this. I doubt at this sort of level this has any effect on a fight. I mean, me personally, I think I've got the same man winning the second fight, just as an early prediction sort of thing. I think Usyk is gonna figure this out. Fury. One thing we can say is that Fury, I think he's going to come in a bit heavier this time, and I think he's looking to sort of sit down on his shots and bully Usyk and use his sort of size and strength. So those are a few clues. Those are a few things that I think are, I think it's probably going to be the same winner, but I think probably more definitive. There are some guys saying that Usyk wins by stoppage this time. I think that's possible. That could be the case. He may have Fury figured out now, and I think for Fury, we're probably going to see a bit more aggression. If he's got sense, he's going to be a bit more aggressive, but in his own way. Not, he was talking about Dubois and Joshua hands held high and coming after Usyk and saying that that's not what he does, and if that was the way to beat Usyk, it would have been done already. So I think he's going to try and put some pressure on Usyk when the fight comes around, but for me, it's going to be the same winner again. So anyway, let me know your thoughts on this, the opening press conference, and until next time, it's MKO Boxing, over and out.